What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are looking at Casper /Tether. The ticker symbol for this is, let's see here over in the crypto section of tradingview.com. It's CSPR USDT. So this is Casper /Tether USDT. This is a daily chart. Jumping right into it here. Another day for Casper, up 5.95%. Another basically 6% day. Currently, we actually were up quite a bit more, a few percentage points. Roughly another 4% Casper was up. Over in the night session, at least for the East Coast in the United States. So what is something to look for here? So we are approaching and actually have pushed back slightly overnight the 0415. It's crazy how price moves when it's ready to go. We're already up here at 415. This white level on the chart is overhead resistance right now until broken and turned into support. The price so far today, which is the 18th of January, didn't quite get there. The high for the overnight trading session was 409 and our level is at 415. So that's something to keep your eye on today. If price starts to trade higher, that we could see some pausing, some resistance at that level. Guys, that also correlates with over in here in this October, early November timeframe. You can see we had some resistance at that level before we had that big break to the downside. So I think we could see a slight pause here. Casper didn't spend much time. It spent 2 days, guys. 2 days pullback, and then we had a rocket higher. So like I said, our overhead target would be the 415 area, which is right here. We got close today, but not quite. Like I said, we hit a high of 409, and our target would be at 415. That doesn't mean the price will stop there, guys, at 415. It just means that there's a potential to stop for a period of time and find some resistance before marching higher. So if we go back, I'm trying to get rid of that circle. If we go back over to our left-hand side of the screen, right over in here on this big parabolic move that we saw take place back in basically September, October. I mean, pretty identical to what is kind of taking place right now, and we will show you that. So we had this consolidation right here, guys, and over currently consolidation. Big pump up. Here's our pullback right here, although that was longer than 2 days. Casper took 2 days this time. And then we made another move to the upside. Currently making a move to the upside. We'll see where it eventually stops. Over on our left-hand side of the screen, back in that October timeframe, the price came in and found resistance at two of our levels, 522 and 509. And if I get rid of this yellow line so you can see the candle, we'll zoom in here on the chart. Right here, you can see that we had a really nice candle. That was a 16.7% day for Casper. Traded up all the way to 522 and 509. Right here, wicked through it. Boom, resistance. Lower high the next day. Resistance once again. And that was a warning sign that we could be seeing a pause in the rally. And ultimately, we printed a lower high right here on the 26th of October. And the party was over until we saw some strength come back in. So how does that correlate with what's going on today? Well, what didn't happen yet is we haven't perfectly hit one of our overhead resistance levels. That's what we're looking for. So 415, it could be 415, 430, could be up here in the 460, could be a double top right off the 509. We'll see. Like I said, I don't think the party is over. maybe for a day or two. But I think ultimately, as long as the Bitcoin rally holds, so far it is, I think all of these cryptos will continue to rally. I think in the market phase, we're probably in that disbelief area where people, and you can see it across the social media platforms, people are looking for another leg lower in the crypto markets. And they may be right. That may happen. The broad-based rally that we're seeing here is what has me to not necessarily buy that. Plus, I just looked at the charts, and the charts are breaking out, and they're holding. So, like I said, we'll have to see what happens here. So it's a very similar move that we're seeing currently take place that took place back in September and October. So I would just keep an eye on the levels I have above the market. And if you were watching back in these time frames, you would have seen resistance come in twice at the 522 and the 509. And, it's totally up to you, not me. But that could have been an area where you locked in some profits and you can always buy back in. So we'll see what happens here. But like I said, I don't think the party is over. We're just getting started here. This is a lot of consolidation. Pullbacks along the way, of course, are normal market behavior. Let's throw some Fibonacci's up here for fun. Let me clean up the chart, get rid of some of these yellow lines here. Get rid of this one. Let me know down in the comments where you think Casper is going to this bull run. If this is the official bull run, let me know your thoughts. So we'll take this high here, 14th of January, and that is the wrong tool, and we'll swing down to the low, which was on the 16th of January. Just that 3-day play. We'll see what's going on here for some short-term traders. Next target would be up there at 435, and below the market is 383. What is interesting, what I want to show you, which I placed on before we started this video, is I took the last major high from over here on the 17th of October, guys, drag it over, we'll swing down to the lows, which are right here on the 21st of December, right around our 262 level, right just about there. And what I wanted to show you was we have a Fibonacci level right here it is the 0.618 fib level, and it is at 0.413. 0.413 is very close to our level, which is, if you've been watching this far, 0.415. So that is definitely an area to keep on your radar as potential resistance. Is that basically 413, 414, and my level is 415. One, it correlates with my price area, and two, it correlates with the Fibonacci numbers. So definitely in an area of importance and not to be ignored. You could use it as an area to take profits. You could use it as just a mental area that, okay, the price could hit this level and find some resistance and pull back, whatever the case may be, however you want to look at it. But when multiple things line up, I even put more weight on it. And you could see it actually up here as well at the 786 fib level. Right here, this is the 786 fib level. That is giving me a reading of 0.468, and I have a personal area on the chart that is 466 right here. So that is another area that is matching up very close to my price level at the 466. So that is another important area that I would keep on my radar as price approaches, that we could find some serious resistance in that area. And that's ultimately where that last major swing found resistance as well. I do think Casper has a very, very bright future. Of course, market needs to accommodate. So if this rally holds, I think we could be in for a very, very nice ride. Guys, anybody who bought those lows, let me get rid of the fib levels. Once again, before, if you didn't catch it, the 415 and the 466 are two important areas where I have on my chart as overhead targets / resistance and Fibonacci levels line up. Basically perfect off this last major swing here to the, let's see, the 17th of October high down here to the December 21st low. If you want to put that on your chart, and you'll have those two price levels. Guys, anybody who bought those lows down there at the, let's see, the 262 level, I know a lot of you were around for those videos back in here. Wasn't too long ago, was in December, the end of December, actually. You are sitting on some very nice profits right now. I know most of you are holding for much higher prices. That is totally up to you. On a percentage basis, guys, you are up currently, roughly call it 50%, depending on where you got in. That was a very, very nice area to accumulate. And I remember it like it was yesterday back in here in June, this time frame right here. I remember that low. I remember that day. Lots of the markets bottomed that day. That was a great day, a great time to accumulate 1 cryptos, 2 stocks, and so on. So it's exciting times for Casper. We are approaching this area up in here. Some overhead resistance. That is the last major swing high as well. Guys, if we break that, and I do believe we will at some point, of course, market accommodating, we are into some uncharted territory in a long time. Gets us up into this. I have levels up there. I have a 628, a 672, a 727, these lines up in here. But this high right here is a major milestone to break. And that is on the 17th of October. That high is 0.0550. 550 is that high. Maybe we'll break it in one day. Time will tell. I just watch the lines on my chart and have realistic expectations. Of course, in crypto, things can rocket out of nowhere. So there's always that in mind as well. And we did, if you watched the last Casper video, guys, we did break this high. And we actually broke that high yesterday, but we closed below it. And so that high was 381. And yesterday's high on the candle was 389. So we broke that high, which we were looking for, but we closed below it. So that, isn't an ideal scenario. But so far today, we are actually above that. We are currently trading at 396. So that was another major milestone to break above. That was a good thing to see. That was a very, very strong candle at the time, but had a weak close. And time marches on, and we are up nice and strong. Looks like we're finding a little bit of resistance, though, so we'll see if we get a pullback today or in the days ahead. Above the market, 415, 435, 466, 509, 522. Those are all of the current price levels that I am personally watching above the market. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate all of the subscribers. Stay tuned for some more videos. Check out our shorts if you have not yet. Sometimes we'll post clips throughout the day, little snippets of different assets and stuff like that. All right, take care.